Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game of the Max and part 2 of our Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich, the Russian Empire playthrough. So, in the last episode, we had reconquered this part over here where Alash Orda was and all of these small territories and reintegrated them into ours. We have a spy network going on over here, but we only have one spy, so let's actually do root out resistance. Like right here, and we will defense, do anti-partisan, so that makes her a little bit better. Right now, our construction, we're building a bunch of civilian factories. We've got 30, 45, 51 civilian factories working, plus 16 working on special projects. So once we get those off special projects, we'll have a lot more going on. And we did, in the last episode, send some troops down here to the Princely Federation to help them fight against the Baratia Commune, plus a small air force, but it does not look like the Baratia Commune has any planes to fight us. So, and then there's our 3 units arriving in Madras. Move right here. We're going to try to break through over to this corner piece. And thinking what, supporting... Now, the United States is being supported by the Entente. Does not look like Germany is supporting them. They're doing them. Might be able to buy some stuff off them at some point. But if Canada gets involved, the United States will most likely take power, so we'll just support. I might just hold on to my infantry equipment. Don't want to break either one of these. I want to break that unit right there. Oh, that's juicy. Yeah. Destroy that French Mountaineer unit. Move into Ahmadabad. The Tsar is unhappy about food prices. The Tsar recently visited one of the local grocers or local stores in our capital and was outraged by the high prices of meat and other necessary products. 3 ways for the Karian Tsar. We gained plus 2% stability. So it's not like the Tsars of the past. Kirill actually cares about the people. I hope you guys believe that as much as I do. Superior firepower, always the way I go. I actually be able to do a little cheeky. Let's see. Oh, well, I have to do that. Okay. Probably cut. There's just 3 tiles right there. Large industrial expansion. Several cities have become the epicenter of what can be described as local industrialized revolution. A good investment climate and abundance of expertise and a visionary ruling class has led to the gradual establishment of a new industrial concern in these regions. Thousands of people now find themselves employed on these factory floors, and goods are being produced at an astonishing rate. This is clearly a great success for our economic policies. Oh, we got 3 civilian factories. That is nice. Let's do over here, make a large investment, and develop the region in Siberia. You all just defend. try to defend against the quite large attack from there. Looks like the Ottomans are over here assisting. Don't have any. Oh, I do have some tactical bombers freed up, so let's see. They're not great. We'll turn you all home. Improved equipment conversion. Calcutta had already fallen. Send you down. Giving us a little bit of support there. It's always nice. And armor skirts. Would like to convert some of these old rifles. An alliance with Bulgaria. International relations is often fluid, with agreements and alignments quickly shifting from generation to generation. Sometimes even within a generation, pacts are signed and discards at interest change. The instability fostered after Black Monday and other political developments around the world has heightened fears in many weaker nations that the great powers coming into blows will catch them in the middle, while some turn to isolation either because of their own domestic turmoil or in hopes that neutrality will make them not worth the time for various powers to prey upon them. Bulgaria has taken the opposite approach with an internal issues now resolved. The people in Bulgaria are now looking outward, hoping to find protection alliance provide. We, perhaps due to the superior geographical conditions, military power, or ideological consistencies, are the Moscow's accord choice of ally. The question now remains: do we accept them another ally in our pact? Does not mean further resources contributed to our combined forces, though any additional dangers they add for our faction in danger that will be taken into common. Any competing claims need to be taken into consideration. Any discord they may cause between faction members. What should be our decisions? Yeah, that'd be nice. They are Zvenno, so they're actually controlled by the military. They're paternal autocrats. And then at some point they'll actually get rid of the Tsar, which is kind of sad, but can't do much about that. Mexitus overthrows the Greek government. Ecuador has been taken. Voted subjects. Imperial benevolence. Extra 10%. The fall of Delhi. Not by the Dominion of India. Look at all those nice, beautiful bombers. Range improvements for my planes. A little bit better of the big boy. we go. Here we go. Break it. Take it. Yeah. Genghis Khan's legacy. Nikolai Trobotsky, a famous linguist and historian. Prince Nikolai Trobotsky turned to politics in 1930 and has now chosen to codify his ideological doctrine of Eurasianism into a single book, Genghis Khan's Legacy, a look at Russian history from the East. It's already begun making rounds across Russia's literary circles, and crude quotes are being passed around across the public. Eurasianism believes in the concept of living space, mesto для развития, geographical conditions which define the people living within them, people who live in the same biome or geographic area from a common civilization and have a natural desire to unite. Russia, in their view, forms the core of the steppe civilization, which encompasses all people in Eastern Europe and Central Asia. Eurasianists ascribe them as collective kinship and uncall for them to unite under Russian rule. Trobotsky declares that the Grand Duchy of Moscow and therefore Russia is the successor of the Mongol Empire, and Genghis Khan was the hero of the Russian people. The Russian Eurasia needs to embody ideas and beliefs which Eurasianists believe are Eurasian. Selflessness, heroism, society, hierarchy, and obedience. Eurasianists believe that democracy is a form of governance for the sea people and is completely unfitting for Russia. Not only should Russia fight against democracy being imposed upon it, but also liberate other non-European nations from the Western rule and defeat what they perceive as Western cultural imperialism. After the publication of the book, its ideas have begun to float around the Russian right. It gained a popularity of social conservatism plus 5% and gain plus 2% stability. Yeah, it's a belief. Not gonna diss it. It's just a belief. Get those. We're still bombing up here. Follow Detroit. Let's see if I can break through these tanks here. Puerto Rico declares independence. Support companies can't do anything there. Oil. Meddling in Poland, the Polish election in 1938 are looking extremely intense. The Austrian-backed liberal coalition, the Syndicalists, is making an attempt to dethrone the supporters of August the 4th. Roman Dmowski and the Polish nationalists are asking for our support towards their cause, which we could provide by funneling funds to the pro-Russian elements of the conservatives, which is the national populists and the social conservatives. Make sure they win. East Turkestan. Can't say I did not send them support because I did. There we go. Oh yeah. Bye-bye, French tank. What up? What's that? Yeah, do I not have auto purchase on? Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, well, San Salvador is probably destroyed. Let's see. I can only send them one. Send you under the command of Martin Popov. Oh, they're already losing the tile, so I doubt that they'll be able to last very long, but push north against these guys, going to Ajamir. don't think. Let's see. England. Yeah. The Second American Civil War. Oh, current wars. Where are we at? Can I not look at it? There it is. 49%. Okay, so they actually do take the cookie of how much El Salvador capitulated. So the communists have taken over, and the opposition wins the Polish elections. There you go, the conservatives, progressive, socialists. Anywhere Germany breeds resentment. Did that say the Central want it? Ah. Industrial improvements. I'm just striking out right now. Eastern, make a large investment. I am striking out right now. Well, hopefully they like me quite a bit. Some material support. Follow Baton Rouge. Imperial benevolence, and let's expand. Surrender limit plus 5% research speed. Actually, get plus 10% research speed, which is quite nice. Attacking across the river is a horrible idea. No. Catapults. Cutting through these guys. And let's get those railroad guns. Never another Brest-Litovsk. Now the situation in Russia has begun to stabilize. The Russian people have begun to turn westward. The Treaty of Brest-Litovsk has been parodied as an example of a punitive treaty since its inception, but not only now has Russia gotten confident enough to consider repudiating it. Printing presses are publishing maps and treaties where Russia's western neighbors are declared German-occupied western territories, and the locals living there are described as suffering, awaiting the return of Mother Russia. This is one of the issues which can unite the Russian right, left, and center, though for different reasons. Russian nationalists obviously seek revenge against Germany, whereas the leftists see Germany as a hegemon which prevents the rise of socialism and syndicalism in Europe. No matter what regime may be in charge, they will need to place the reconquest of Russia's western territories at the top of the priority list. If you want to see Russia start this war, however, the general line of thought among the Russian populace, intellectuals, and politicians is that Russia needs to wait, observe, and descend like a hawk when Germany is occupied or focused elsewhere. Cunning has saved Russia in countless wars before, and this moment will be no different. Alright, the Syndicalists have fallen. Alright, we will send some to the USA. Not that I really care. Did I not send it to the USA? I guess I didn't send it. Or I did send it and I didn't care. That's probably more likely. Additional research speed. Infrastructure, civilian factories, construction speed plus 15%. Well, it is really good for me because that's what I've been building. We'll just take their capital. Monarchy restored in Greece. Yes, the Baradi, or the Princely Federation won that. Hopefully they do the Unite the Princes. The cavalry attacks. Amazing. Go over here and start having you train. Let's see. Land doctrine, do delay. I'm not focused at all on my military yet, which will have to change. The ambassador crisis between the Union of Britain and the German Empire. If you guys remember that from my German campaign, it's a little hard to navigate if you're playing, but if you guys have not went and watched my German campaign, I would 100% recommend it. Academy of Sciences would be nice. Maybe go to war with Japan. I want Mongolia to do on their own. Perhaps the Union. But I want them to do Russian friendship because I want to be able to attack them. National rearmament. Russia may hold ambitions for retaking the West, but even the most radical Russian nationalist can tell that she will not be able to challenge Germany in her state. Her military industrial has been neglected and her economy is not yet ready to outproduce the West. The Russia holds massive potential. Many sacrifices will have to be made before we are able to repudiate the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk, which is why these sacrifices have been proposed. The government has been introducing a bill for national rearmament, including the austerity policies and the expansion of the state-owned armed production enterprises, even if they come at a cost. Limited expansion should be enough. 2 military factories, lose 50 political power, plus 5% stability. Lose 150 political power, 5% stability, and gain 4 military factories and 2 civilian factories. Probably will do this one, even though it'll put us in the negative for political power. Mismanagement plagues the Zemstia. This is the first time we'll see this. This is actually if you get nothing for investing those 90 days. Through our laissez-faire approach to the economic matters has been a great boon to the economy. The lack of oversight means that sometimes the wealth being generated ends up in the pockets of crooks. The country recently experienced the first hand when a group of wealthy merchants used their wealth to buy their way into attaining considerable influence over the local Zemsta. With little oversight, they were able to embezzle a good deal of money meant to go to the state coffers before law enforcement managed to shut their operation down. As their findings seem to indicate that this is merely the tip of the iceberg, however, it seems like we'll be dabbling in this kind of corruption for the foreseeable future. And we don't have enough political power to go ahead and do anything else. Excuse me. Fifth Zili Fengtang War. And liberals criticize the clergy. 25 political power. And send volunteers. Oh, we can send 2 now. Perfect, because we'll send both. You can stop training. I guess, yeah. Mississippi ceasefire, which will not last for very long. Ooh, maybe we should try to knock out... yeah. think I'm going to do that. Over this way. Start attacking Bengal. Oh, whoops. Yep, they can resupply their boats in my ports. The boats in the ports. They've arrived in Madras. We're all trying to gain a little bit of favor with the Princely Federation. You can tell because Germany, Russia, the Ottomans, and the Japanese, we've all sent troops, and we're all groups of people that can be joined by the Princely Federation. Not the Ottomans so much, because they actually don't think they form a faction. I could be wrong about that. I guess I've never seen the Ottomans win the war, so. Let's go with, oh, it's still pretty early. Better torpedoes for my submarines when I start building more of them. Fall of Wuhan. Let's actually cut right here. Oh yeah, the Dominion of India is actually, I think, personally, I think is one of the weakest of the Indias. That's just what I believe. Let's do Ural investments for economic growth. Alright, perfect. Kornilov dies. Field Marshal Kornilov, one of the 4 officers that led the White Movement against the Bolsheviks during the Civil War, has passed away. Kornilov has greatly contributed to the post-revolutionary Russian politics. 2 weeks of national mourning has been declared as the people prepare for the funeral ceremony. Very sad. Very sad. Maybe do the Road to War. Wouldn't mind that one. Let's do Cold Warfare. Even though we are not fighting any cold right now, we are fighting in the hotness of India. We'll cut down and attack that mountain tile. The Tsar is dead. His Royal Highness Kirill Romanov, Tsar and autocrat of all of Russians, has died less than 2 years after the Restoration. Thankfully, the line of succession is now clear. His young son, Vladimir, shall be crowned as the new Tsar. Kirill I dies. Vladimir Romanov becomes a leader of the authoritarian party, or the Octoberists. Vladimir the III, youngest son, or the son, and he's much, I won't say liberal, but he's been educated in Canada. He's been educated by the Entente military. Destroyed that unit there. Let's see if I can curve my way through here. Research. Let's get ahead of the train production. Let's do trains, railway artillery. Yeah, they're trying to get out of here. Ooh, there's a big naval invasion down there. Probably where most of our forces have went. And Syndicalists has declared war on the Dutch East Indies. Poor old Canada. Indian National Revolution. Douglas MacArthur resigns the presidency. Well, I'm a little bit shocked about that. So who took over? Nobody yet. Yeah. Alf Landon. Alright. He's a shadow government. I wonder if the two territories will actually like agree to just come back together. America unite. Oh, yeah, exactly. In the American Civil War. And it looks like they will take that tile back. And Insulindia did win their civil war down here. The fall of Beijing. Yes, because the Qing government is getting absolutely destroyed right now by the Guangzhou federal government. Kurdistan capitulates. Cold warfare, even though we are not fighting in the cold. Mortar development. Depthers. Research this for the escort fleet, and then we might make an escort fleet. Chief of the Navy, decisive battle, commerce rating. When we have a couple of battleships, we really don't have many. Let's actually do convoy rating, because we will build a lot of delicious submarines. Egypt declared war on the Ottomans, so that means the Ottoman support will actually leave the war in the desert. We like them because we're trade partners. Syrian revolt. Which there's actually almost no troops over here, even if we free this territory up. Which isn't necessarily great for us. It's like Germany's buying stuff. Some tactical bombers. Right on. United States is selling some rifles. Ooh, they're selling a bunch of the infantry equipment we're on. Don't really need anything though. Construction wise, yeah, look at all those civilian structures. Rebellion in Yemen. Oh, we're about to move that French Mountaineer unit. Syria capitulates. It's a lot harder of a nut to crack right here. Probably to defeat this pocket. Got some infrastructure improvements. Then we'll have to move back down to fight there. Dispersed Industries 3, the Clover Revolution in Poland. Which means they will actually be moving to join the Austrians. Our finest hour. This happens every time. If you guys would like to read it, go ahead. This just talks about Winston Churchill wrote a book about an alternate history, not even aligned with ours. It's just a random childish, or not childish, but a random alternate history. So it's more aligned with ours. You know, the Reds won the Civil War. Germany gets taken over by the German Workers' Party, an extreme version of national populism. And then Dressler's New Reich, the Western Entente, led by a dominant British Empire and the Soviet Union, all go to war. Much closer aligned to what our history is than Kaiserreich. So there's so many naval invasions. Join the Reichspakt. That's odd. Armenian uprising. If we could defeat this pocket, I think we'd be doing much better. Well, now they're defeating that pocket. Mortars, military reorganization. If it wasn't the entire Entente, we'd be doing a lot better. But... oh, there we go. Now we're breaking some units. Vladimir Przemyslowski dies. A notable figure of the conservative movement, perhaps the last true landowner in Russia, has died yesterday in his rural estate. The fear of his death may cause a great reshuffling on the right side of the political sphere. Change popularity of social conservative negative 2%. Chief of the Air Force. Let's do air superiority. Beautiful. Now, rush over here. Mass for the motherland. Gain 25 political power. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. The Italian states capitulated. I think this right here is one of the hardest reasons for of playing the Princely Federation. Not because of anything specific. It's just that jump up to, well, I guess you're should be an interception. Anyway, civilian factories are available to us. Let's get some mills being built. Some more civilians. Here. Dockyards. Dockyards. Better infantry equipment. Easy maintenance. Let's see where else am I at. The only good thing is when you close these pockets down and you actually start to defeat these naval invasions, it severely weakens the enemies to the point where you can kind of start to win. I might be able to get a pocket right here. Come on, let me get it. There we go. And then Bombay is going to start to become the bigger pocket. And my other unit is right there. Azerbaijan declared war on Iran. Don't too much care about that. fall of Barcelona. So you got an Entente supported Spain. Spanish Civil Wars. And really, Australasian Guard coup. With the loss of, I wouldn't say loss of India, but with the loss of troops that the Entente occurs during the Indian Wars, in my opinion, it really does put the Entente on a back foot, because, truthfully, I think they realized what I was going to do there. You can't really come back from the amount of losses that is being supported right now. Centralized. I think centralized is just better. Now, going through here, like the reconnaissance using's better. Everybody adds skill level. You've got a bunch of people getting light officer. Then you get Cossacks. Protectors of the motherland, more organization. I've actually always went with the org. Recovery rate, reinforce rate, local workshops. See, I don't really like local workshops. But everybody getting light infantry officer, or a bunch of people. Recon, attacking division speed. Better entrenchment. I guess if we plan on going more on the defensive side, this would be better. With combined arms. The Cossack cavalry, don't really care about that. The planning speed's nice. This is more for, I think, centralized command. Probably be the best. In my opinion. Oh, they have finally showed up with their fighters. Austria gladiators. Austria-Hungary federalizes. Infrastructure improvement. I'd say I'm mad about the infrastructure improvement, but I'm really not. I'm not going to say it's my go-to. Took their capital. Where's their new capital at? Kaiserreich. Not producing very many convoys right now. About Mongolia. I just want them to choose to do one of these. Hopefully on our own. So I can go declare war on them. But while we're sitting here waiting, not as worried about Mongolia right now. Let's get you all here. Your units here. Because I'm going to go to war against Japan. It's kind of what I was hoping these guys would do. Actually force my troops to come over. Take that railway head right there. Expand this. Really, if they could have broke through the river right there. Rubber. Buy more from the Princely Federation. And I like Railway Magnet for the railway and supply hub construction speed. Patriarch of Moscow and all of Russia for the stability and the division recovery rate, I think is probably the better one right now. Let's actually see if we can do this. Albania joined the... Heyo! Be like a normal streamer. Thanks, Albania, for the donation. Oh, what? They're Social Democrats. Gross. Wonder why they would join us. I guess I don't really care. We get more help. Let's see. Let's do academy now. This is infrastructure. We'll actually do this one, research speed, and then that'll help when we do our investments. We can actually get research. So. I think they've seen my plan. Actually, I don't think they've seen my plan. Damocles, Mongolia wishes to re-establish relations. So what this does is this opens up this part. I think if I do on my own, or I say no, if I take them over, they can never do this side. They'll have to do we stand alone, which doesn't necessarily make me care, but I'm gonna say no and try to bring Sternberg back into power here. Right, and then a little bit of justice, because we're going to have Sternberg actually knock Mongolia out of the fight. So we're going to seize Tuva. Hopefully they don't fight us. I'm positive they will. And I'm positive I'm actually looking for that fight. So start building a couple of trains. And we need to start building anti-air. And anti-tank. Very important to get that. And then what you guys will do, since when you're going through this, you see where it has that military industrial organization thing, you'll come into here, details, history, upgrade, and then that will allow you to do this. I don't think anything else is looking for that. No. So we're looking okay, and we will start selling some of those cheap junky planes that we have. Do this ahead of time, just because we have the extra research slots. Second Melbourne uprisings by the Syndicalists. Come on, take Preshwal. Take it. The Russians' elections of 1939, according to the Constitution of 1922, elections to both houses of parliament are to be held every 5 years. Legislature then appoints a president and the council of ministers. The aftermath of the assassination of Kerensky has led to the restoration of the monarchy. With these fundamentals, the government remain, and the new election can proceed without interruption. The Republican period has seen the party system in Russia settle down in the two main poles. On left stands Democratic Socialist Menshevskis, or the RSDRP, and the Agrarian Socialist Social Democrat Socialist Revolutionaries. All right stands the generic name Russian Union, led by Nikolai Trubetsky, and representing the Eurasianist movement. Alongside them on the Union of October 17th, fighting for the interest of business and the aristocracy. Radical parties on the left and right, such as the National Republicans and Syndicalists, can only hope to become kingmakers. In a divided state Duma, between the right and the left stands the moderate liberal constitutional Democrats, generally seen as the continuation of the Republican census. As the civil and political campaign in the first truly free election in Russia settles and the new Duma gathers results as follows. Let's, the Octobrists and the NPR form a right alliance. Come on, break it, break it, break it, break it, break it, break it, break it. Oh, the cycle charge didn't work. Let's do better engineers. Everybody will be using engineers. And let's do better construction. I need to find one. Maybe everybody here. Thinking we can break through right here. If they keep attacking Preshwa and we're left up to our own devices up there, I think we can do it. Do formation flying. Hawaii must have went back with the Americans. What was that? Oh yeah, better artillery. Large industrial expansion, some more civilian factories. Beautiful. Let's do the southern. Fun industrial. I was kind of hoping Russia would get an update soon, but they never did. But I wanted to play them, so... Someone here has to be weaker. Mongolia surrenders. Great. Not really great, but it'd be okay. Wonder if I should force attack. I hate force attacking. Do it. Down and get the better trying to encircle them up in the north, but every time I try I can't. Guys build up. Yemen capitulates. Please. Please. Got a bunch of naval invasions. We could actually get some from the Kingdom of Siam. Wouldn't be too mad about that. Alright. Liberals criticize the clergy again. Thinking, let's see, a theorist, land doctrine, refineries, military, civilian construction speed. Let's see that. Do we actually get it? Close that pocket, close that pocket, close it, close it. Oh. Oh. That was horrible. should now be completely cut off. Great support. Which isn't good for the Entente losing the dominion of India, but it might be really good for me. Buy some more rubber from Siam. Gather intelligence sharing. Oh, the fate of Tuva. Let's assimilate it into our territory. We're gonna win down here in India. Hopefully start to make them like me a lot more. Which I probably should improve relations now. And we'll send some material support. I don't really have much of anything, to be honest. 40,000 of those. We give you once whatever they had. The 7 of those. And I don't know, maybe like 1,500 of those once. I can send you 100 of these once. And I'd like to go to the international market, add equipment. 400 of these planes. 100 of those at normal value. Might wonder why I'm selling those planes when they're actually useful to me. Just to get that little bit of bonus. It's worth it to get that little bit of kind of kick to the bonus. Yeah, these guys have been decimated. If we look, I'll increase their motorization policy. Anyway, if we look at like the history of these guys, 12,000 casualties taken. We can, of course, give them some more org. Congratulations. Give you a medal. Maybe some recovery rate. Large industrial expansion. Beautiful. Let's do the Siberians. And then we can see invest in local research facilities, which will do that. And then it'll give us bonuses. Legation Council votes on restoring American rights. Now that America has been reunited, it's been seeking to restore its power worldwide and has petitioned the Legation Council for the return of its voting rights. While they've acted as a force of stability in Asia before, would it be really wise to limit our own power even further? I don't think we'll have a choice because we only have to be able to watch. Only have watching rights. Edward abdicates the throne. He usually does. He wants to marry an American divorcee, and that's a big, big no-no. Ask, was it Prince Henry or whatever it is? Spain joins the Entente. We figured that would happen. If they get involved, they get involved. But that will not save the Dominion of India at all. The vote fails, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, because I'm pretty sure the leader of Shanghai right now is an American. Yeah. Who knows? Well, it doesn't really matter because it wasn't Shanghai that was voting. It was the council. The council. Oh, another naval invasion near Hyperbad. Yeah, they've capitulated now. Well, time to just clear up the rest of these Entente forces here. Anti-tank upgrades, the heavy machine guns. So we're gonna need better planes. Let's do modernize our air. Then I'm gonna do enemy in the east. Why, you might ask? Because I want to. I'm gonna go to war with Japan. Oh, there you go. India was annexed. Immediately start to improve relations. Send my spy down here to diplomatically pressure the princely federations. And hope that that will be enough. Let's start doing it to Transmere, radio interception groups, and advanced machining tools. Let's see, we're about to hit our time for today. So, waiting for our forces to come back from the Princely Federation. Hopefully, what they have to do is they have to do India united. Then they'll have to either unite the prince or hold a free election, do a new federation, and align with us. Don't know if they will. I can hope they will. I think we've got the most amount of support. What I personally believe, but alright, with that, we're going to modernize our Air Force in the next episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed episode 2. We'll put some more there, put some more there, put a little bit more there, and there. Actually, probably fill out both of those in here and there. Alright, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.